So global mobility to the business is an area of opportunity for expansion of the company. So a lot of companies like to expand their business into new countries, and global mobility plays a critical role in that expansion.
Planning ahead is always going to help you minimize immigration risk, not only for your expats or for your one-way, permanent moves, but also for your business travelers. You want to avoid having a situation where the employee gets to the airport and they're denied entry because they either don't have the proper visa or the proper paperwork in order to enter that country.
Enabling your associates, your employees to be mobile, right? And to support the organization on a global scale. So global mobility as a practice, you're really working to support and enable your associates to build out not only their personal, capabilities, but also from a company perspective, enabling them to have them help your company grow on a global level.
Strategize around our employees and being able to continue successfully to run our organizations.
There's a number of things that you can do to really minimise your immigration risks, and that's by making sure that you're up to date with the legislative requirements for where you're moving the person from, and also too, because sometimes it's upon their return that some of the challenges come in. So having a great awareness of both locations and what the different requirements are is really key. Also, if need be, make sure you're getting in experts. There are a number of experts, be it immigration lawyers or it might be tax lawyers, tax accountants that can really come in and help make sure that you're setting the individual up so that they have a win and also that the business is protected.
Immigration is actually the first piece of the puzzle that you need to qualify before the process moves ahead. So the individual needs to have residency and working rights within that country. And I wouldn't go beyond that if they're not in place, unless there was some clear mechanisms around gaining residency or working permits. So that's your first port of call. If you don't have those in place, I would be seeking external specialised advice.
Yeah, my top tip for mobility professionals supporting the immigration piece is just having a really strong partner who understands the immigration landscape and is keeping you up to date so that you know that you're able to compliantly deploy your employees anywhere in the world that you need to send them.
My top tip would be to set up regular catch-ups with your HR team. We have regular catch-ups with them once every 2 weeks. We provide updates on any individuals that are relocating currently, and they'll often provide us with business updates on potential moves, any projects that are ongoing in other locations. And this can often give us a heads up and initiate a conversation quite early on to be able to give them the advice that they need to manage any compliance elements associated with those moves.
I would say my top tip for reducing immigration problems would be going out actually to the HR community to work together with the HR community to understand the end of assignments and the expiry dates of all the assignees that you have at post or in location, to make sure that we are on time with what the next steps are of that assignment so that we're not running into problems of extending assignments because immigration won't allow it, or having complications come up because we're not on top of what the next steps are. What's the next step? Where are they going to? What's going to happen? Where does the business need them? We need to make sure that we have business continuity. So we don't want to have immigration be a blocker towards business continuity because we weren't on top of it. So I would say get in touch with HR on time, 6 months in advance. These are the employees, these are your assignees that are going to expire. Their end of assignments are coming up, and their expiry dates of their immigration may coincide or may not coincide with the end of assignment. So just really stay on top of it, on top of all the expiry dates. And this is again why data is so important, because to make sure that we can run reports and see exactly who's expiring, immigration is going to be expiring, when they're expiring, which country they're in, and to be able to be on top of it, to make sure that we're ahead of the game, to know what to do to make sure that everybody remains compliant.
I think in order to run a strong immigration program, it's critical that you understand immigration yourself. What are all the different types of visas that your employees can apply for? How long do they typically take? What does the process, the application process look like? Because the more information you have, the better suited you'll be able to then help your stakeholders.